Ever look at your classroom and see these brilliant students who seem to be slipping through the cracks? You know they're capable of incredible things, but does it feel like the standard playbook just isn't working? What if you could make 5 simple, brain-friendly shifts to create a classroom where every single student can shine in 2026? Let's get into it. Let's be real. Our classrooms are changing. Neurodiversity is no longer just a buzzword. It's our daily reality. We're finally recognizing that brain differences like autism, ADHD, and dyslexia aren't problems to be fixed, but natural variations in how people think and learn. As educators, we see this diversity up close every day, and we know that one-size-fits-all teaching is officially a thing of the past. But does knowing that make it any easier to figure out what we do next? In this video, we're cutting through the noise to give you 5 powerful brain-based strategies you can actually use tomorrow. These aren't huge, complicated overhauls. They're small, smart moves that will completely transform your classroom and help every student succeed. First up, the foundation for everything else: fully embracing universal design for learning. The brain science here is simple. Every brain is unique. UDL is all about building that flexibility in from the very start, instead of scrambling to adapt a lesson for 1 or 2 students later on. So what does this look like? It means offering a few different ways for students to get information. Instead of only using a textbook, you could also provide an audiobook, a video, or a hands-on model. And when it's time for them to show you what they've learned, they can make a podcast, draw a comic, or give a presentation instead of just writing an essay. How many different ways can students show you what they've learned in your classroom right now? When you offer these choices, you're not just helping a few students, you're creating more paths to success for everyone, simply by honoring the way their brains work. Our second strategy is a big one, and for 2026, it's a global non-negotiable, making all your digital tools accessible. Around the world, the push for digital inclusion is growing, recognizing that access to information is a fundamental part of learning. A key international standard for this is the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, or WCAG. But this is about so much more than just following guidelines. The brain-based reason for this is to lower the cognitive load. Think about it. When a student is fighting to read a document with bad contrast or can't follow a video because there are no captions, their brain is wasting precious energy on struggle itself, not on learning. How much more accessible could your digital materials be? By making sure all your digital tools have features like alternative text for images, easy keyboard navigations, and good captions, you free up your student's mind to focus on what actually matters, the lesson. Which of these strategies are you already using? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Strategy number 3 taps into something every human brain craves: a sense of control. When students feel like they have some say in their own learning, their motivation and engagement skyrocket. This goes even further than UDL. It's about the everyday vibe of your classroom. This could be as simple as offering flexible seating, letting students stand, use a wiggle seat, or find a quiet corner to focus. It could be giving them choices in their assignments so they can connect their work to their own passions. Where in your next lesson plan could you build in a small but meaningful choice? It also means being flexible with time. Some brains need a little longer to process, while others are ready to leap ahead. Offering choice doesn't mean the inmates are running the asylum. It means you're giving students ownership, and that is a powerful spark for learning. A stressed brain is a brain that can't learn. For many neurodivergent students, the unpredictability of a school day can be a huge source of anxiety and sensory overload. Strategy 4 is all about making your classroom a safe place, something that feels safe, stable, and predictable. This means having clear, consistent routines, using visual schedules, giving a heads up before transitions, and laying out the steps for an activity can make a world of difference for a student with autism or ADHD. How predictable is your classroom from a student point of view? That predictability calms the brain's alarm system, which frees up the higher level thinking parts of the brain to do their job. This also includes managing the sensory environment, thinking about things like harsh lighting or distracting noise levels, and being open to sensory tools like fidgets or headphones. Our final strategy might be the most important mindset shift of all. It's about ditching deficit-focused language and adopting asset-based view. Instead of zoning in on what a student can't do, we lock onto what they can do. This isn't just about being nice. It's a way to hotwire the brain for success. When our feedback highlights a student's strength, their creativity, or their effort, we activate the brain's reward system and build their confidence. So instead of, "You're not paying attention," we can try, "You have so much creative energy. Let's aim it at this task." Instead of seeing a student who struggles with writing as behind, we can see them as a gifted storyteller who might shine with a different medium. What's one student you could reframe your thinking about tomorrow? This approach changes how students see themselves, and that changes everything. All right, quick recap of our 5 brain-based strategies for your 2026 classroom. 1, embrace universal design for learning to create multiple paths to success. 2, prioritize digital accessibility. It's a global standard. 3, offer meaningful choice and flexibility to boost student ownership. 4, build predictable routines to create a safe and calm learning space. And 5, shift your language to focus on strengths and empower your students. By weaving these powerful but practical strategies into your teaching, you can create a classroom where every student is seen, supported, and set up to succeed. This isn't about adding more work to your plate. It's about working smarter in a way that respects and celebrates the incredible diversity of the students right in front of you. If you found these ideas helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips on building the modern, inclusive classrooms our students deserve. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Patreon for more support and resources, and check out our DigiTees page for mindful apparel.